August 5, 2023. Ukraine war, approximately 9 years and 7 months into the invasion of Crimea. Day 528 of Special Putin's operations. Big picture. A large number of missiles struck into Ukraine this evening. The number of ground attacks by both sides was reduced, possibly for the heat. Ukraine continues to make hits above its weight, which is owed to a determined population and the dedication of Western allies. Ukraine needs more scout drones and at least partial border air control to overcome the deadlock caused by the mines. Dnieper Line. The Kremlin has ordered 271 projectiles fired into Cherson's right bank. Discussion of the Delta Islands on the Dnieper have suggested that Ukraine may have been making gains in recapturing those lands, which are important to securing shipping on the Dnieper. Zaporizhzhia Front. The Kremlin is making a push to steal lands around Robotyne. 15 villages were shelled, but that's still a massive reduction from a year ago this time. Neither side is reporting changes around the Morkioli. Around the Morkioli, against a larger nation, Ukraine regained over 200 square kilometers. East Front, Donetsk. Heavy shelling between Mariinka and North Avdiivka. At least 20 villages were reported shelled. The Kremlin sent more Mobiks to die in Mariinka and Avdiivka. Ukraine repelled both aggressions. Munitions storage depots in Donetsk were destroyed. Bakhmut Area. At the town of Kurdyamivka south of Bakhmut, the Kremlin has been making attempt to take more land. The distinction of the front here is the canal that runs roughly north-south. Oskil border front. The heaviest shelling of the last day occurred on this long front. Ukraine has reported that the Kremlin has control over the small town of Novosibirsk. Ukraine has repelled nearly daily attacks in the forests north of Kupiansk 4 weeks. Northern border. The Kremlin has shelled a blood transfusion center in Kupiansk. Soft targets like this are necessary for quality of life and for recovery of injured. As civilian medical structures, these sorts of facilities are normally considered off-limits for targeting as they have no offensive or defensive military use. Those lost supplies will need to be restored very quickly to assist with the usual daily medical needs of any population. Black Sea. The Kremlin's fleet on the Black Sea is currently capable of firing a salvo of 16 missiles, some of which are submarine-launched. Ukraine struck an oil tanker that was working for a sanctioned Kremlin-related business. At time of writing, that ship was being evacuated, condition of recovery or salvage unknown. Ukraine world-related. Ukraine is prepared to retake dozens of kilometers per day when they are able to establish even temporary air control over the front. Political delay by DC for the election is placing a tenuous combat situation into jeopardy for a hope for an election bump. Saudi Arabia is hosting discussions about Ukraine with dozens of nations in attendance. We aim to bring more. Like and subscribe.